up on AgweekTV, we'll meet a little girl with a big garden.
We'll look at what's new in the dairy industry here at the World Dairy Expo in Madison, Wisconsin.
And a farmer living near a Page, North Dakota elevator fears chemical runoff is contaminating his land. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Shauna Olson. A Page, North Dakota farmer is concerned that potential pollution from a nearby elevator could be negatively impacting his land. As Mickle Pates reports, there's concern of loss to crops and damage to groundwater.
Yeah,
it smells really bad, doesn't it? It's very chemical smell.
Don Garnis farmed his land for more than 50 years in conjunction with his wife's family. Now he rents it out to Jason Muse. Both men say there's something wrong on part of the land.
But you can see where the end of this cob is actually starting to sprout. You can see the little green growth. Something I've actually never seen before. Just about every cob that you pull out of that area has this.
They think the nearby elevator, owned by Arthur Companies, is sending runoff water into his field, which they think is carrying fertilizer or something else, creating a 2-acre dead spot.
The main concern that I have is for the groundwater. The thing that really bothers me more than anything is that about 60 feet down to the aquifer.
Muse met with the elevator's owner and manager to figure out what the problem is and how to fix it.
They kind of admitted that they knew that something must have happened there, but they didn't really come right out and say that they had a spill.
So I sampled this on August 4th.
Muse hired agronomist Debbie Midstock to take soil and water samples.
The potassium and phosphorus was off the charts, so you could tell that the Arthur Companies was dumping something in there.
Garnis called the state ag and health departments but says it's been very slow getting answers. Muse says the Arthur Companies elevator supplies most of his seed and fertilizer needs, and he likes doing business with them, so he feels this situation has put him in a bad spot.
I don't want to cause problems for the Arthur Companies, but at the same time they're causing a lot of trouble for me because they're causing trouble for the land I rent and the landlords I rented from. So it's put me and my family in kind of a really tough, awkward spot.
Something like this would do nothing but hurt us, so we're going to do nothing to hurt the environment.
Elevator manager Justin Knott says it's simply water damage.
We've got quite a bit of proof that shows for the last quite a few years this area is drowned out. We do have containment systems, so if there ever was a spill, it would be contained.
We love our land. We've been good stewards of our land, and it hurts me to think that somebody had little respect for us and our land.
Near Page, North Dakota, this is Mickle Pates for Ag Week.
Garnis says he's had to file for the right to find out what's in the soil samples, but he says he really just wants an apology, a cleanup, and a permanent solution to the problem. Brooks Burgum runs the company, whose board includes his cousin, Governor Doug Burgum. The company denies any wrongdoing. A group of local growers and brewers got a chance to learn about barley and malting from the experts. NDSU held a short course on the many factors affecting barley and malt quality, all the way from the field to the brew house. North Dakota has ranked in the top 3 barley growers nationally since the 1930s, and now there's growing local interest in brewing.
Basically, we talk about the importance of barley in making malt, a little on the technology of making malt, the quality, a little bit on the economics. In 3.5 days, we just try to kind of give a global overview of, the chain from the grower to the brewer.
The course is offered every year at the Northern Crops Institute on the campus of NDSU. The last few years have been tough in the dairy industry. Milk prices are down substantially from record levels in 2014. However, most of the dairy producers at the World Dairy Expo say they've readjusted and are optimistic about the future. Michelle Rook has more from Madison, Wisconsin.
The mood was positive among dairy producers and industry representatives at this year's World Dairy Expo here in Madison, despite a challenging market the last few years. Producers attending the show say 2017 has been more favorable than 2016, with low feed costs and milk prices at or slightly above break even.
On my farm, the price of milk is just a little bit better. Depends what they're using for different tools.
However, it hasn't been the year producers had hoped for, with various factors keeping a lid on milk prices.
We still have a lot of dairy products in inventory, particularly cheese. Our exports haven't been quite as strong due to a stronger dollar and just the global economy.
And producers say it was compounded by the labor shortage and the lack of an adequate safety net.
If the MPP program would have worked like it was supposed to work in like 2 years ago and last year, that wouldn't have made this year quite as challenging because we wouldn't have got behind.
However, dairy producers were at World Dairy Expo looking for ways to improve their operations and gain that edge.
Well, what can I do to leverage my labor, leverage my resources, leverage my feed supply to get a little bit more milk, a little bit less expense, a little bit more profitability at the end of the day?
In Madison, Wisconsin, I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Week.
Ahead on AgweekTV, we'll meet a Western North Dakota rancher who's supplementing his business by welcoming hunters. But first, October 12th was National Thank a Farmer Day, and we gave some local shoppers the chance to say thanks.
Thank you to all the farmers across the country who spend their time working out in the fields and also on developing new technology to make everything as efficient and quick and as cost efficient as possible.
My name is Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called the Cornstalk Guide. It's made out of UHMW, ultra-high molecular weight poly, which is extremely durable. Typically what you'll see on corn heads is the idler chain in the sprocket sticks out. We attach to the side of a snout. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
Introducing the new Challenger 1000 series, tractors unlike any other manufactured by AGCO. Redefining what a wheel tractor is capable of when it comes to wheel slip, power to ground, and fuel economy. Today, it's not enough just to be tough. You've got to be smarter than everyone else, too. Contact your Challenger dealer today to get in the seat of the new Challenger 1000. Superior engineering, superior performance, superior productivity. The next generation of tractors from your Challenger dealer.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment. Ask about our winter discounts available now.
I'm 120, 130, 130, 55, once around the block, 212 pipe right here, now half them tons up.
If you're thinking about selling a piece of land or you're looking to sell some farm equipment, or if you're thinking about a retirement or involved in an estate, give us a call. We'll sit down and tell you all about the Steffes way. We think it's a good way. That's how we approach it. If any of those are in your plans, give us a call or go to steffesgroup.com. Learn all about us. Hope to hear from you.
For a limited time, Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer, is offering 0% financing for 60 months for qualified customers on a large portion of our used combines inventory. For a complete list of our best used combine deals, visit combine17.com or contact your local Titan Machinery store. In addition to long-term 0% financing, Titan Machinery is also offering 12 months free full machine warranty on select late model used Case IH combines. Don't delay. Go to combine17.com or call your local Titan Machinery dealership before the program ends.
Some farmers and ranchers try to keep hunters off their land. A Beach, North Dakota rancher welcomes them. Byron Richards' working ranch is also a hunter's paradise. Jonathan Knutson talked to him about how welcoming outdoor enthusiasts is creating a legacy for future generations to enjoy.
Hunters sometimes complain they don't have enough access to land. This North Dakota rancher is working to change that.
We looked at the resource we had to work with, and wildlife happens to be one of the resources out here.
The roughly 22,000-acre Richard Angus Ranch is in southwest North Dakota. It consists of buttes, bluffs, and open range. Winding through the bottom like a dark blue ribbon is Beaver Creek. The ranch has about 800 head of cattle. It also has just about all the different kinds of wildlife found in the state. Byron Richard, a veteran farmer and rancher, saw opportunity to add to his income. So he's working with the state Game and Fish Department and other wildlife groups.
We put enough resources together to where we could figure out a way to enhance the property to make it very viable and make it more efficient, not only for livestock production, but also to enhance the wildlife aspect, which in itself is a resource.
The ranch attracts hunters. It also draws urban residents who want to get out in the country.
It's surprising how excited they get when they haven't had the opportunity to be out on property working a couple days like we've been doing out here.
Farmers and ranchers feel that wildlife groups are the enemy. Byron Richards says they can be allies.
For me, overall, it's been a very positive experience, a very good one. I continue to want to work, and I would encourage other people to at least look into it. I think it's another resource if you got the ability to create an opportunity for the public, and it also creates an alliance that we do need in agriculture.
For Ag Week, I'm Jonathan Knutson.
Richard signed a 10-year deal with the Game and Fish Department. He's received about $665,000 in payments from that and contributions from other wildlife groups. If you are in need of a good pumpkin this Halloween, there's a place you might want to check out. We found a little girl with a garden full of the flavors of the season.
And now we're picking more pumpkins.
On the outskirts of Kindred, North Dakota, there's a garden where big things are happening.
Well, I grow squash and potatoes and corn and pumpkins.
Big, beautiful pumpkins. Rina is only 6 years old, but this garden is her project.
Come on, pick it up.
She plants it.
It was very hard work.
Raises it, harvests it.
Let's roll it. What is a big one?
And sells the products in a spot here on the side of Highway 46 where it's advertised.
And this is where they put the money in, dollars.
Fresh produce for sale, but she doesn't do it alone.
And my dad helps. Oh my God.
Life lessons taught on 1/3 of an acre. That is a really good-looking pumpkin. Lessons only learned in the country with Dad by her side every step of the way.
He taught me to drive, and I didn't drive. I was going curvy the first time. Now I'm going straight.
Lessons that hard work pays off.
$7. Thank you.
Rina will continue with her garden next year as a 4-H project. We're still enjoying autumn weather. How long will it last? Your AgriWeather forecast is next. But first, more from consumers as we celebrate October 12th, National Thank a Farmer Day.
I just want to say thank you for doing what you guys do and passing on your traditions of farming and supplying us with food to put on our tables.
BotLink helps you quickly capture drone data, distribute it to trade tools, and respond to changing conditions in real time. Capture, process, and inspect aerial imagery from your fields to fix potential issues like flooding, nutrient deficiencies, or insect damage. Easily upload drone imagery to our cloud-based software to create valuable, high-definition maps that will help save you time and make smarter business decisions to save you money.
Midwest Bank knows the business of ag. That's where our roots are. We have a commitment to agriculture and believe in the farming families in our communities. We salute these doers. Your dedication to the land powered by financial resources is what gets things done, now and into the future. Turn to Midwest Bank, where we understand farming and can keep you and your operation going strong. Doers, welcome.
Getting better yields is your priority. Helping you maintain your land is ours. Unleash the groundbreaking performance of the Wolverine Extreme. The patented design of the Wolverine Extreme replaces the need for bulldozers, land scrapers, and graders to create and maintain ditches, waterways, and terraces. By scraping and spreading soil in a single operation, the Wolverine Extreme does the job of multiple pieces of equipment 3 times faster.
We can move about 750 yards of dirt an hour, which is far and above the efficiency of anything else in the market.
The kicker shaft chews up the soil, and then the impeller spreads it anywhere from 10 to 150 feet on either side of the machine.
One of our biggest features is the auto clutch. That front beater isn't going to, just hammer on things. That clutch will pop, and you're going to have a well-protected driveline.
The Wolverine Extreme sets a new standard in ditcher performance. Unleash the groundbreaking performance of the Wolverine Extreme. Call Dynamic Ditchers today to schedule a free demo.
Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley source for Batco. Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley Batco dealer.
Weather this fall has been wet and dry, varying conditions as you might expect. One thing, though, it has really not been is consistently cool. We've had a few rounds of freezing temperatures, mostly just in the far northern plains. Outlook now will call for drier weather, generally mild conditions, not much freezing weather expected over the next couple of weeks, and that's taking us up to about Halloween. So it looks like, at least October-wise, we're not getting an early start on winter. Not quite yet ready to guarantee November, but that's looking like it might end up being relatively mild as well. Here's what we have going on right now. There has been some rain-cooled air in the northern plains. That's mostly getting lifted out. We have a split flow this week in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which is fairly typical, but the southern branch of the jet is fairly weak, which will allow a nice warm-up to move through the week ahead. Now, this is late October, so these are not going to be a lot of 70s and 80s, but a lot of 60s and 70s. And generally above normal temperatures in the orange shaded areas. It looks like it'll stay like this for a while. A little bit of ridging late in the week may even bring some of that fairly warm weather into the Great Lakes and parts of southern Canada. There's some evidence of cool weather dropping into the northern Rockies, but I don't really see that as a big pattern change for the second week. As far as precipitation goes, front will bring a rain system through the southeast. Other than that, Pacific Northwest will be rainy, mountain snows. Most of the nation relatively dry, we think. Then as this low-pressure system builds into the Rockies with the cool air, I would expect some mountain snows mostly out in the Great Divide area by the end of the week. In other words, by this coming weekend. As far as the second week goes, it looks really pretty dry. There's some evidence there might be a rain or rain-mixed snow, probably mostly rain system through the northern plains late in the second week. That would be shortly before Halloween. A little too early, obviously, to get any kind of a feel as to whether or not that would be heavy, but with the pattern shaped the way it is, I would suspect it would not be a heavy precipitation maker. So the cool weather will largely retreat, and as we go into the last week of October, generally mild weather will be overspreading the United States once again. And as we look ahead to the long-range pattern, November through January, the first 3 winter months, not the tail end, it's looking generally pretty warm across the southern states. At least more likely to be warm than anything else, with kind of a no forecast or equal chances for the northern plains. And the precipitation outlook, dry in the deep south with an area of wet in the Pacific Northwest and northern Rockies, and equal chances everywhere else. What this really means is that it could be wet, could be dry, but there's really no grand indicator of anything certain. So back to the beginning, what we're looking at this week is drier weather, milder weather, and no winter yet.
If you get right down to it, what's a farmer's job? Well, farmer's job is to feed people. Farmers collectively, our job is to feed the world. At Peterson Farm Seed, we get to have a little bit bigger picture right in our region. We get to help those farmers that we work with increase their productivity, increase the yields that they get on their farms, and as a result, more people can eat.
Dig, lay, and bury drain tile all in one pass with the Crary Tile Pro Plow. The Crary Tile Pro Plow lays tile up to 7 feet deep with boot sizes of 4 to 12 inches. Advantages of installing drain tile to your field provides increased overall yield, improved soil moisture levels, and controls soil erosion. It pays to tile with a Crary Tile Pro. To locate a dealer near you, visit www.crarytilepro.com.
BotLink helps you quickly capture drone data, distribute it to trade tools, and respond to changing conditions in real time. Capture, process, and inspect aerial imagery from your fields to fix potential issues like flooding, nutrient deficiencies, or insect damage. Easily upload drone imagery to our cloud-based software to create valuable, high-definition maps that will help save you time and make smarter business decisions to save you money.
We're excited to bring you the new AgWeek app with useful features and the latest news and information. Get your AgWeek news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take AgWeek with you. Download the new AgWeek app today.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called a cornstalk guide. Helps guide corn stalks into the grabs in the chains a lot smoother without losing corn. The corn stalk, when it comes off of our product, it's already on the gathering chain instead of being able to hit that idler. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
Good storage is important for protecting your crop, and after decades of selling grain bins for other companies, Claire Rouser knew he could build better storage systems. So about a decade ago, he started Superior Grain Equipment. Now their products can be found around the world.
I've always lived in North Dakota. My dad farmed when I was young.
Claire Rouser is the president and CEO of Superior Grain Equipment, which builds and erects grain storage systems, including grain bins, dryers, handling equipment, conditioning systems, and accessories.
And it is stacked and banded.
Rouser grew up on a farm north of Hillsboro, but then decided to pursue an engineering degree at NDSU. At Superior, he's been able to combine his engineering mind with his love of agriculture.
One of the advantages of being in the industry that we're in is that everybody needs to eat. There is a great need to be able to preserve that which is grown and to be able to provide the infrastructure to help meet that need.
After more than 25 years as a successful dealer of grain bins, Rouser decided to start his own manufacturing company in 2007.
One of the issues that we had being a dealer is that we were limited in what we could do. Again, having an engineering mind, saw different ways with our experience to be able to provide a better product, a better value, most likely for less money, and to be able to better serve our customers.
Today, they have manufacturing plants in Kindred and Beersford, South Dakota. Rouser wanted to be able to produce products that met their specifications and high standards while being easy to build.
Having a contractor background, we knew it was important to be competitive, to have a strong product and have a product that was very easy to build.
In the past decade, Superior has grown into a successful and growing manufacturing company. They have dealers in 20 states, Canada, and around the world.
And encompassing every continent except Antarctica.
While Rouser is very proud of the equipment they build, he's equally proud of their service department.
We want to make sure that the product and service that we provide for our customers is the very best.
Although the company is always developing new products, Rouser says they'll never outgrow their customers.
Everybody wants to get big, and big is better. That is fine as long as you are also growing in terms of having better product and making sure that we don't outgrow our ability to service our customers.
Still ahead on AgweekTV, step back in time to when a horse and wagon ruled the road. But first, thanks to all the farmers out there as we celebrate National Thank a Farmer Day.
We just wanted to say thank you to all the farmers. We appreciate you and all you do for our community.
Thank you for all that you do locally and within the region here and literally bringing food to our tables here.
We're excited to bring you the new AgWeek app with useful features and the latest news and information. Get your AgWeek news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take AgWeek with you. Download the new AgWeek app today.
Total Ag Industries is the leader in total control. The future of ceramic nozzle technology is here today with the Total Ag Air Induction Turbo Nozzle, the only ceramic triple spray nozzle on the market. Works with all sprayers for better weed control and wheel tracks. They could be the last spraying nozzles you'll ever need.
I'm really impressed with them. It just amazes me how they work so well.
Contact Total Ag by phone or visit totalag.com.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called the Cornstalk Guide. It's made out of UHMW, ultra-high molecular weight poly, which is extremely durable. Typically what you'll see on corn heads is the idler chain in the sprocket sticks out. We attach to the side of a snout. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
AgweekTV, presented by Kaler Farms.
This week's Crop Stop takes us to Sisseton, South Dakota, and it's not something you see every day. Nickel Pates came across farmer Robert Hansen taking a break from his corn and beans out for a 15-mile, 3-hour evening ride on his covered wagon. He had just pulled his wagon full of family and friends into a C-store for a pit stop.
We do a lot of draft tour stuff during the summer, and just a moonlit evening, and just fun to be out.
Doing stuff with the horses, I truly enjoy it. We do a lot with the horses. This is just one of the 3 teams that we have.
Hansen says 4 inches of rain the past 2 weeks have made getting around the field tricky, but he says the beans look great and the corn should be okay too, despite summer stress due to drought. Thanks for watching, and from all of us here at AgweekTV, thanks to all the farmers for what you do. Remember, for all your ag news, go to agweek.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. See you next week.